morning, everyone. Welcome back to Weather with Ryan. Today's going to be a short video because I don't have my graphics ready because I'm lazy and I never did them. So right now we're just going to do for the forecast for today and then surrounding weeks. Okay, let's get to this. My graphics, I don't have them ready. Okay, for today, the high is going to be 70 degrees, low of 57. The current temperature right now is 56.4. It's actually not 56.1 because I see my weather station little thing. Okay, and it's going to be overcast mainly. Right now, it's actually raining outside, so it's going to be persisting general rain and showers throughout the morning until around 10 p.m. I believe. So nothing severe because the severe potential has weakened significantly. We're actually going to get right into that. We're actually going to look at the models and look at the surrounding weeks. Alright guys, this is the 500 millibar height on the European model. This is basically the jet stream. This is what produces storms. The jet stream right there, I don't know if, well, I'm not pointing at my monitor for some, I haven't done this in a bit. So there's these things called troughs. Troughs are big energy. High pressure means no storms. Low pressure means storms. The way you tell if it's going to be a high pressure storm or a low pressure storm is if it's high pressure, it's going to divot up like this. That's high pressure. That's no storms. Well, come on. Why are you autofocusing? Okay, so for low pressure, whenever there is storms, it divots down like this and it goes out like that. Low pressure storms, not low pressure storms. Low pressure creates storms because it gets the energy from the Gulf of Mexico. It gets all the warm air. It rises it up through the United States, and that's where we get storms. Anyway, enough for my lesson. All right, we're going to take a look at the 500 millibar. This is how we figure out if there's going to be storms or any, bad storms coming in the future. Right now, I believe in terms of storms, I think this, well, that's a really bad drawing. That could be a potential storm on the, on the 6th. We don't know yet, but we'll take a more in-depth look. So moving on through the 6th into the 7th, kind of dissipates. And that one, I take that back. That one actually might be another storm system we have to look out for on the 10th through the 11th. It dissipates before it gets here, but that doesn't matter. It will still get the Gulf of Mexico air and the moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, Cape values and all that. You see how it kind of spins, you see how it spins out right there. It spins out, it loses its energy, but that doesn't matter. I mean, it's still regardless. So that's the European model. European model is normally more accurate than the GFS model, but the GFS model is American. Obviously, European model is European. Never would have guessed that one. The GFS normally overstates severe weather. It normally enhances it. It's more drastic, more so than the European model where it's more tame. But anyway, I don't really use the GFS that much, but I'm just looking at it now. So as you can tell, we see that storm system still coming through on the 6th and the 8th. I'm not the 6th, yeah. On the 7th and the 8th, it looks a little bit more intense than the European model. Then you can see that low, that negative tilted trough still coming in on the 11th and the 12th. It holds together more than in the European model. So if the GFS is correct, then that could be a bad situation. Could be. We are still, 5-6 days out from this? Things can change. The models have been all over the place recently. They cannot get in a concise agreement on what's going to happen. And that's been killing me. It's been absolutely destroying me. But anyway, moving on with that one, you can see it start to fizzle out, and then it dies. And then you could see this negative tilted trough come in from Canada, out of any places, because the jet stream has been placed, instead of the jet stream moving like this, it's been pushed up because we're transitioning from La Nina to El Nino. We're transitioning from warmer temperatures in the Pacific Ocean to cooler temperatures in the Pacific Ocean. So that has shifted the jet stream up into Canada, and now it's diving down like that through the upper portions of Minnesota, Indiana, Illinois, all that. So that could be a potential severe weather outbreak on the 14th of May. You never know. This is still the GFS. The GFS is inherently poo. That's a strong negative tilted trough. If this trough right here was down here going into Canada, going into California, and doing that, we would have a potential monstrous severe weather outbreak on Earth. I mean, of epic proportions. If that storm, if this was going here into California and doing that in the United States, my God, it would not, I would be freaking out. And I think every other weatherman ever met and weather person would be flipping their balls out. But that is not going to happen, maybe. Because if that shifts down here, that won't be good. But anyway, I mean, that is a strong negative tilted trough. I mean, that is what produces epic proportions of severe weather. But still, even though it's over in Canada, it's still, maybe it could bring up some of that Gulf of Mexico air, pull it up, and if the wind shear is correct, we could have something. Keep an eye out on the 17th and 18th of May. I know it's over in Canada. I know it might not do anything. It's still good to be prepared. Don't be scared, be prepared. This is the peak of severe weather season. I know it's been quiet recently. I know nothing has happened. But you still need to be prepared regardless. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's better to be prepared than be unprepared in these weather events. Moving on, you can see that really start to fizzle out. And then there's nothing because, of course, it's May and this weather season has been atrociously terrible. It's been killing me. I want to go storm chase so bad. But there has been no severe weather for, like, I swear to God, we have been smited by Jesus Christ himself. There is no weather going on and it is okay. Let's not go there. Alright, we're looking at the composite reflectivity. This is more long. The GFS is more long range, same with the European. We'll go into short range in a minute and that will go over the rest of today and tomorrow and then we'll be done. But moving on with the GFS, this is composite reflectivity. You can see general rain, showers, thunderstorms moving up through portions of Oklahoma, going into Arkansas. That will be heading in our direction. This model is around 4 hours old. So right now this rain is right here. It's actually on top of us right now. So yeah, so it is raining. It's gonna rain. So moving on, you can see that, and it kind of just fizzles out. I don't really know why it does that, but then there's nothing really going on. You could see some pop-up showers on the 8th of May, right there over in the upper portions near Louisville. It's actually not near Louisville at all, it's near Lexington. As you can tell, nothing really in our area so far. And then just right there, go back please. Please. Oh my God. Where is it? Okay. No, I don't want it sounding. Go fart yourself. Okay, for the 8th, you can see just general showers right here in our area. Nothing really significant. Why? I don't like that. No, I don't want it sounding. Okay, I just saw that. Okay. 10th of May. Strong cellular thunderstorms moving down from Missouri, going into the Western Kentucky area. Storms, severe storms that normally happen, don't approach from here. They normally approach down from Arkansas and come up into our area. That's what happened December 10th. That's what has happened with every tornado outbreak in western Kentucky history. Just because all severe storms go up from Arkansas into western Kentucky does not mean these storms can be severe. Cannot be severe. We've had a massive hailstorm around 4 weeks ago that came up through the same exact, pretty much the same exact path that these storms would come through, and they caused monster hail over in proportions of Evansville and around Illinois. Not saying bad things like can't happen, you know. So then moving out, the storms start to fizzle out and die, and then there's nothing really, and then there's just general showers and thunderstorms. Nothing like always. Just rain. Nothing. Thunderstorms. Okay, cool. No, nothing, because that's how we roll. Okay, now we're actually looking at the amount of instability. CAPE means convective available potential energy. CAPE is basically storm fuel. CAPE is basically gasoline for these storms. The higher the CAPE values, the bigger the storm and the stronger the storm will be. Anything above 1,200 kilograms, joules per kilogram, it's going to be pretty strong. You don't need a lot of CAPE, though, to actually even have severe storms. You can have CAPE in excess of like 1,000 joules per kilogram, and you'd be fine with severe storms. That's what happened on December 10th. We only had CAPE values of around 1,300 joules per kilogram. And look how that turned out. Mayfield got freaking flattened. Anyway, so right there you can see the Gulf of Mexico air, all that CAPE, that will be coming up towards us. Let's take a look at the values right now. That is, good God, that's 2,500, 2,300. So, as you can tell, this is Friday at 7Z, moving it all the way up. Look at all of that frickin' CAPE. I mean, 4,000, 44,000. I mean, any storms that are in here that initiate will become severe. I mean, with CAPE like that. But that's Saturday. As you can tell, the CAPE does start to move over in our area. And around Saturday, I hate that. That is so annoying. Stop. That is the worst thing you could ever do on Pivotal Weather. So on Saturday, that's actually Monday, I can't see. Monday at 8 p.m. at 21Z, which is, quick math, 8 a.m. Look at all that CAPE. I mean, if we have thunderstorms on Monday, which we might, probably not actually, any storms that do initiate will have the right amount of instability in the air to become severe. Wind shear, no. Wind shear is also another component for tornadoes. Wind shear is the direction of the wind that is 5,000 feet above your head. So the wind at 100 feet could be moving south, and the wind of 5,000 feet above your head could be moving west. That is what creates, spin in the atmosphere. That's what creates spin, and that's how tornadoes form. So moving on to, we're looking at the CAPE. 31,000, 30,000, 29,000. That's some pretty good amounts of CAPE. Soundings, obviously, you guys don't know what the hell you're looking at, but yeah, it's not really, in my opinion, this is not tornado conducive because there's not enough wind shear, but the amount of instability is off the charts. So yeah, the instability is pretty dang good for these storms to become severe, and you can see that fizzles out, and then it comes back. It comes back on the 9th and the 10th. So you still have excess of 30,000 joules per kilogram. Yeah, so it's still here. It's just we don't know if we have the right ingredients for severe storms yet. All the ingredients combined, you know, you have to have the perfect ingredients for tornadoes and severe storms. We have one right now, and that is most definitely the instability levels. And these instability levels are going to stay. They're going to stay around. It might not look like it, but I promise they will. And then they start to fizzle out around the second week of May. But, yeah, I mean, May could be very quiet. Or at the end of May, we could have the holy grail of storms. You never know, which is what I'm hoping for, because I want to go storm chasing. Anyway, we're looking at the NAM 3-kilometer CONUS right now. We're going to take a look at the rest of the forecast for today, the weather-wise. As you can tell, general showers moving into our area. Those right there, again, this model is around 3 hours old. This rain shower is on top of us right now. So that is Friday morning, early Friday morning. You can see it hang around until around 12 p.m. Obviously, like I said before earlier in the video, you know, it just hangs around. Then it starts to fizzle out, go back into Tennessee. Just rain showers, nothing severe. I mean, nothing to be worried about. And then, frankly, quiet and freaking nothing. We're having the nothing burger again. Nothing's going on, like always. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will continue to update you guys on any severe weather, because this is peak severe weather season. I will be your eyes on the sky, and I will keep you guys informed. Have a great rest of your day. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay in the loop for any severe weather updates, and I'll see you guys later.